Astrological podcast for the USA from August 25th to August 31st, 2024 by Ambrosius, Holloway. Whispers of Destiny, the Astrological Pulse of America, August 25th, 2024. The Subtle Dance of the Sun, a Nation's Quiet Resolve. As the sun rises on August 25th, 2024, its celestial journey through the industrious sign of Virgo gently caresses the natal sun of the United States, nestled in the nurturing embrace of Cancer. Though the sextile between these two forces is broad, spanning a 10-degree orb, its influence is not lost. This day offers America an opportunity to harness the meticulous energy of Virgo, a sign synonymous with service, health, and order. Like the intricate threads of a spider's web, this energy weaves through the nation, subtly enhancing its ability to address the pressing concerns of its people. Picture the bustling streets of Washington, D.C., where the echoes of history reverberate through grand monuments and stately buildings. Today, these halls of power may find themselves infused with a quiet determination, a Virgoan drive to fix what is broken, to organize what has been left in disarray. The legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal, a historical testament to America's resolve to care for its people, seems to whisper through the air, urging modern leaders to focus on healthcare, food security. Though the changes may not be immediately visible, the potential for meaningful progress lingers, waiting to be realized. The lunar touch, earthly stability, meets transformative power. As the moon graces the steadfast sign of Taurus, its gentle light forms a trine with Pluto in Capricorn, a celestial alignment that resonates deeply with America's soul. The moon, in all her swift yet powerful grace, enhances the nation's emotional stability, grounding it amidst the ever-looming winds of change. Imagine the fertile plains of the Midwest, where generations have tilled the land, embodying the Taurus energy of patience and persistence. Now, this same energy courses through the country's veins, bringing with it a moment of calm, a deep breath before the next transformative wave. But this trine is more than just a pause. It's a harbinger of significant shifts. Pluto, the planet of transformation, doesn't merely whisper change, it demands it. Today, the corridors of economic power, the towering skyscrapers of Wall Street, and the marble halls of the Capitol may find themselves subtly yet profoundly influenced by this cosmic force. The groundwork for long-term reforms may be laid, reforms that could reshape how wealth and power are distributed across the land. As America stands at the crossroads, this trine between the moon and Pluto offers a rare opportunity to steer the nation towards a future that honors its deepest values while embracing necessary change. Mercury's retrograde reflection, revisiting America's destiny. In the heart of summer, Mercury, the messenger of the gods, pauses in its forward march through Leo, turning back to reflect on what has been left unresolved. Approaching a conjunction with the USA's North Node, this retrograde motion isn't just an astrological quirk. It's a moment of profound introspection for the nation. Picture the roaring crowds of the Apollo 11 moon landing, a pinnacle of American achievement and ambition. Today, that same national spirit faces a different kind of challenge, a need to reassess, to reconsider the paths chosen and the messages conveyed. As Mercury retraces its steps, the nation is called to revisit its purpose, its very reason for being. What does America stand for in this complex, interconnected world? The retrograde motion suggests that the answers might not come easily. Miscommunications may abound, and the usual flow of governance could be disrupted, requiring patience and careful reevaluation. Yet, this transit also offers a chance to realign with the country's true destiny, ensuring that the decisions made today resonate with the broader mission of a nation still seeking its place among. Venus' harmonious influence, a compassionate dialogue. On this day, Venus, the planet of love and harmony, aligns perfectly with Mercury in the USA's chart, casting a warm, nurturing glow over the nation's communications and diplomatic efforts. Imagine the serene beauty of the Lincoln Memorial at dusk, the soft lights reflecting off the reflecting pool, a symbol of hope and reconciliation. This is the energy Venus brings today, a reminder of America's capacity for compassion, understanding, and grace. In the boardrooms of corporate America and the chambers of the United Nations, this aspect fosters a spirit of cooperation and mutual respect. Venus in Virgo demands precision, clarity, and practical solutions, while Mercury in Cancer speaks to the heart, urging a compassionate approach to even the most complex issues. Whether in negotiations over trade, discussions about public health, or debates on social services, today's celestial influence encourages decisions that are not only wise, but also kind. The nation's leaders are reminded that true strength lies not just in power, but in the ability to care for and protect those who need it most. Under the cosmic blade, America's tipping point, August 26, 2024. Mars in Gemini, the storm before the battle. As Mars strides boldly through Gemini, aligning precisely with its natal counterpart in the US chart, the air crackles with the electricity of impending action. The orb is tight, almost as if the universe itself is drawing its breath, readying for the clash of titans. Mars, the warrior planet, carries with it a surge of energy, assertiveness, and the potential for conflict, qualities that America has wielded on the world stage since its inception. Envision the towering presence of the Pentagon, its corridors now pulsing with this potent Martian energy. The dual nature of Gemini might see the nation juggling multiple crises simultaneously, each demanding immediate attention. Whether it be in the arena of foreign policy, where decisions could echo the assertiveness of Teddy Roosevelt's big stick diplomacy, or on the streets of its cities, where civil unrest might simmer into something more, this conjunction speaks of a nation. Mars in Gemini doesn't just whisper, it shouts, urging America to confront its challenges head-on. The drive to overcome obstacles is undeniable, but with it comes the risk of spreading resources too thin, of being pulled in too many directions at once. Yet within this frenzy lies the courage to innovate, to communicate, and to transport the nation's ideals forward. The choices made now, under this intense cosmic influence, will reverberate through the corridors of power and into the annals of history. America stands at a crossroads, where the path chosen could determine its course for years to come. Saturn's retrograde shadow, the battle between dreams and reality. In the shadowed depths of the heavens, Saturn in Pisces begins its retrograde dance, casting a long, contemplative gaze back at Neptune in Virgo. Though the opposition has not yet fully formed, its impending arrival already casts a pall over the nation's psyche. This celestial tension pits reality against illusion, pragmatism against idealism, a struggle as old as the Republic itself. Imagine the sprawling fields of Arlington National Cemetery, a silent testament to the countless lives touched by the nation's ideals and its harsh realities. Today, this landscape of honor and sacrifice may serve as a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between hope and disillusionment. Saturn's retrograde motion forces America to look inward, to scrutinize the decisions that have led to this moment. Policies once driven by lofty ideals may now reveal their flaws, and the consequences of unrealistic expectations could become painfully clear. Healthcare, social welfare, environmental policies, these are the battlegrounds where Saturn's sobering influence will be felt most acutely. The dream of a perfect society, as envisioned in the echoes of Franklin D. Roosevelt's Four Freedoms, may now face the cold, hard scrutiny of Saturn's reality check. The nation might find itself grappling with limitations, restrictions, and the necessity to adjust its course. Deception and confusion could muddy the waters, making it all the more crucial to clarify and solidify the nation's goals. The road ahead demands a pragmatic approach, one that reconciles America's ideals with the practicalities of the real world. August 26th, a day of celestial confluence. As the sun moves into a tight conjunction with Neptune in Virgo, the spotlight turns to issues of health, service, and the fine line between idealism and illusion. The day's astrology calls to mind the nation's ongoing battle to reconcile its lofty aspirations with the sometimes harsh realities of governance. Public health initiatives, social services, and environmental concerns could dominate the headlines, as leaders grapple with the challenge of turning visionary dreams into workable policies. Neptune's influence, however, warns of the danger of escapism, of avoiding hard truths in favor of comforting illusions. Clarity and groundedness will be essential as the nation navigates these turbulent waters. Meanwhile, the moon in Taurus forms a close trine with Pluto in Capricorn, intensifying the transformative energies already at play. Picture the gleaming spires of the Capitol building, a symbol of enduring power and governance, now infused with the steady, grounding energy of Taurus. This aspect brings the potential for deep, meaningful change, particularly in areas related to power dynamics and leadership. The stabilizing influence of Taurus will help manage these changes with a practical and grounded approach, ensuring that the transformative processes remain anchored in reality. Adding to this day of profound cosmic alignment, Venus in Virgo forms an almost exact trine with Jupiter in Cancer, creating a harmonious and beneficial influence over domestic and international. The expansive, nurturing energy of Jupiter combined with Venus's focus on service and health suggests a day ripe for diplomatic successes, favorable legal outcomes, or beneficial trade agreements. The nation's leaders, from the chambers of Congress to the halls of the United Nations, may find themselves in a rare moment of consensus, driven by a shared desire for progress and growth that aligns with America. The unseen shifts, America on the edge of change, August 27, 2024. Sun quincunx Uranus, the uneasy alliance of order and chaos. On August 27, 2024, the Sun, steadfast in Virgo, faces a quincunx with Uranus in Gemini, a celestial alignment that hints at underlying tension. A subtle but persistent feeling, the orb, just 4 degrees wide, holds enough influence to disrupt the day's rhythm, creating an uneasy atmosphere where the practical, methodical energy of Virgo meets the unpredictable, rebellious spirit. Imagine the controlled chaos of Wall Street, where traders navigate the volatile dance of stocks and bonds, each move calculated yet subject to the whims of an unpredictable market. Today, the nation may experience similar disruptions, particularly in areas like technology, communication, and transportation. The Sun in Virgo seeks order, routine, and efficiency, but Uranus in Gemini refuses to be tamed, introducing sudden challenges that could send shockwaves through the carefully managed systems of the nation. From the bustling tech hubs of Silicon Valley to the nerve centers of American media, this quincunx suggests that the day may be marked by technological glitches, communication breakdowns, or unforeseen events that demand. The energy is one of misalignment, where the usual flow of progress encounters unexpected roadblocks. Yet, within this tension lies the opportunity for innovation, if the nation can balance the need for order with the flexibility to embrace change. The challenge is to find harmony in the discord, to navigate the disruptions without losing sight of the practical goals that Virgo so diligently pursues. Moon conjunct Uranus, the emotional shockwave. As the moon aligns closely with Uranus in Gemini, the nation's emotional landscape becomes a field of sudden upheaval, where stability is traded for volatility and calm gives way to restlessness. The orb is tight, magnifying the influence of this conjunction, making it a day where unexpected shifts in public sentiment could catch the country off guard. Picture a breaking news alert flashing across screens, the nation collectively holding its breath as unforeseen developments unfold. This is the energy of the moon's conjunction with Uranus, an emotional shockwave that can manifest in sudden changes in public opinion, abrupt policy shifts, or social dynamics that shift like sand. The Gemini influence adds a layer of duality, where the nation might feel pulled in opposing directions, grappling with a desire for change and the fear of what that change might bring. In this charged atmosphere, emotions run high and the usual rules of engagement may not apply. Public reactions could be swift and intense, reflecting the moon's sensitivity to Uranus's erratic energy. Flexibility, open-mindedness, and a readiness to adapt will be crucial. Whether in the halls of government or on the streets of America's cities, the day could bring surprises that challenge the status quo, urging the nation to respond not with rigidity, but with innovation and courage. Mars square Neptune, the battle of action and illusion. Adding to the day's complexity is the square between Mars in Gemini and Neptune in Virgo, a cosmic clash that stirs the waters of conflict, confusion, and potential deception. The orb, a tight 2 degrees, amplifies the tension between Mars's aggressive drive and Neptune's elusive, idealistic influence. Imagine the fog-shrouded cliffs of the Pacific Northwest, where the boundary between land and sea blurs into a misty uncertainty. This is the essence of Mars square Neptune, a battle between action and illusion, where the nation might struggle to align its ambitions with reality. In this atmosphere, the potential for miscommunication, misinformation, or outright deception looms large. Actions taken today may be driven by misguided ideals or distorted perceptions, leading to confusion or conflict that could cloud the nation's path forward. The influence of this square could be felt in areas ranging from foreign policy to domestic affairs, where the tension between what is and what should be creates a sense of disillusionment. Propaganda, false narratives, or unrealistic expectations could muddy the waters, making it difficult to discern the truth. Yet this aspect also offers an opportunity to confront and dispel the illusions that have taken root, to cut through the fog and see clearly the challenges that must be addressed. It's a time for careful, deliberate action, where the drive to achieve must be tempered with the wisdom to see things as they truly are. 28th, the Day of Reckoning. As the Sun inches forward to 5°11 Virgo, it forms an opposition to Uranus in Gemini, intensifying the tension and setting the stage for potential disruptions on an even grander scale. The dynamic between the need for order and the push for innovation reaches its peak, creating a day where the nation might face sudden, unexpected events that challenge the very fabric of its routines and picture the sudden blackout of New York City in 1977, a moment of chaos that left the nation reeling, but also revealed its resilience. Today, the Sun's opposition to Uranus could bring about similar disruptions, particularly in the realms of communication, technology, and public discourse. The clash between Virgo's meticulous order and Uranus's rebellious unpredictability might lead to shocks in the nation's communication networks, media landscapes, or technological infrastructure. The energy is one of restlessness, a desire to break free from constraints, potentially leading to surprising decisions or actions by key institutions or leaders. As the moon continues its journey through Gemini, it forms a conjunction with Mars, adding fuel to the fire. Emotions could run hot, triggering assertive or even aggressive actions. This transit may amplify the nation's emotional response to ongoing events, leading to passionate debates, public demonstrations, or decisive actions by those in power. The combination of the moon's sensitivity and Mars's assertiveness creates a potent mix, where the potential for conflict is high, but so too is the potential for transformative action. The nation stands on the brink of change, with each decision, each reaction carrying the weight of future consequences. Harmony and Reflection, America's Moment of Balance, August 29, 2024. Sun sextile Venus, a day of grace and cooperation. As the Sun in Virgo forms a harmonious sextile with Venus in Cancer, the nation finds itself bathed in a gentle, supportive light. The orb is tight, just 3 degrees, amplifying the benevolent influence that this alignment brings. Today, the stars encourage a focus on cooperation, balance, and the delicate art of diplomacy, a reminder that even in the complexities of governance, there is room for grace and mutual understanding. Visualize the grand halls of the U.S. Capitol, where the echoes of historical negotiations linger, from the drafting of the Constitution to the passing of pivotal civil rights legislation. On this day, the spirit of these past successes infuses the present, offering a window of opportunity for current leaders to engage in meaningful dialogue and constructive compromise. The Sun in Virgo's practicality and efficiency meet Venus in Cancer's nurturing care, creating the perfect conditions for enhancing financial stability, fostering international relations, and promoting social harmony. This aspect isn't just about politics or economics. It extends its influence to the cultural heartbeat of the nation. Artistic and cultural endeavors, particularly those centered around service and care, may flourish under this alignment. Whether it's a new public art installation in Central Park or a nationwide initiative to support the arts, today's cosmic energy supports efforts that align beauty with purpose, ensuring that the fruits of creativity serve the greater good. The nation, for a moment, feels united in its pursuit of harmony, with every step forward marked by the desire to protect and nurture what is most dear. Moon conjunct Sun, the heartbeat of a nation. Later, as the moon in Cancer moves into a close conjunction with the USA's natal sun, the day takes on a deep emotional resonance. The orb is just 5 degrees, close enough to stir the nation's collective heart. This is a moment where the country's focus shifts inward, towards home, family, and the very core of its identity. Imagine the stirring sight of the Lincoln Memorial at dawn, its serene reflection cast upon the still waters of the reflecting pool. On this day, the nation is invited to reflect with similar depth on its journey, its values, and the leaders who have shaped its path. The conjunction of the moon and sun in Cancer intensifies feelings of patriotism, a collective urge to protect and nurture the foundational ideals that define America. This powerful alignment may bring to the forefront issues related to national security, family values, and the broader concept of home, both in the literal sense and in the sense of belonging. Public sentiment is likely to be strong, with reactions to leadership decisions carrying an emotional weight that transcends mere policy. It's a day for the nation to reflect deeply, to reconnect with its roots, and to reaffirm the values that guide its future. In the quiet moments, whether in the privacy of homes or the public squares, there will be a collective sense of pondering, a shared introspection that strengthens the bonds of community and identity. Venus conjunct Neptune, the dreamer's dilemma. Adding a layer of complexity to the day is Venus's conjunction with Neptune in Virgo. The orb is within 7 degrees, allowing Neptune's ethereal influence to subtly but significantly shape Venus's energy. This conjunction brings an infusion of creativity, idealism, and sensitivity, but it also carries the risk of confusion or illusion, particularly in matters of diplomacy, finance, and social relations. Picture the hazy light of a San Francisco morning, where the fog blurs the boundaries between sea and sky, land and horizon. This is the essence of Venus conjunct Neptune, a beautiful, dreamlike energy that can inspire but also deceive. Under this influence, the nation might find itself drawn to grand visions and idealistic projects, particularly those related to social welfare, health, or environmental concerns. There's an opportunity here for artistic and cultural expressions that capture the nation's collective aspirations, projects that seek to heal and uplift. However, Neptune's influence also warns of the danger of chasing illusions, of allowing dreams to drift too far from reality. Diplomatic efforts might be clouded by unrealistic expectations, and financial dealings could suffer from a lack of clarity. The nation must tread carefully, ensuring that its ideals are grounded in practicality, that its dreams are achievable. The potential for compassionate action is high, but so too is the risk of being led astray by false promises or deceptive appearances. The challenge lies in harnessing the inspiration of this aspect while remaining rooted in the real world, ensuring that the nation's pursuit of beauty and harmony is tempered by wisdom and discernment. August 30th, a day of transformation. As the sun continues its journey through Virgo, it forms a trine with Pluto in Capricorn, casting a spotlight on power dynamics, transformation, and issues related to national security. The wide orb allows for a more subtle but still profound influence, suggesting that today could be a time of deep, constructive change for the nation. Imagine the towering structures of Washington, D.C., the seat of American power, where decisions made can ripple across the globe. Today, those corridors may feel the stirring of Pluto's transformative energy, encouraging the nation to address long-standing issues with a newfound resolve. The harmonious trine between the Sun and Pluto supports efforts to strengthen institutions, to reform systems of governance, and to assert America's power. This is a day for initiating long-term projects that require deep, transformative change, where the focus is not just on immediate results, but on the lasting impact of decisions made now. Adding to this transformative energy, the moon in Cancer forms a conjunction with the USA's natal Mercury. This alignment deeply intertwines emotions with communication, making public discourse particularly sensitive. The nation's mood is introspective, with a focus on issues related to national identity, family, and security. News and media might reflect this emotional undercurrent with stories that resonate on a deeply personal level, touching on the core concerns of the American people. It's a day where words carry weight, where messages resonate with an emotional depth that could lead to significant public sentiment or reactions to leadership decisions. The challenge will be to communicate clearly and empathetically to ensure that the powerful emotions stirred by this conjunction do not lead to misunderstandings or overreactions. Clarity, compassion, and a focus on the common good will be essential as the nation navigates this complex and potentially transformative day. A nation on the brink, the unfolding tensions of August 31st, 2024. Sun quincunx Uranus, the collision of order and chaos. As the calendar turns to August 31st, 2024, the heavens align to create a day fraught with tension and the potential for disruption. The Sun in meticulous Virgo forms a precise quincunx with Uranus in restless Gemini, setting the stage for a clash between the forces of order and the unpredictability of innovation. The orb is exact, making this influence as sharp as a blade, unforgiving, and impossible to ignore. Picture the buzzing nerve center of a modern metropolis, where every detail, every movement is synchronized to the beat of efficiency and routine. But today, that rhythm is at risk of being thrown into disarray. The quincunx between the Sun and Uranus creates a palpable friction where the need for practicality and stability is challenged by sudden, unexpected shifts. In the heart of America's technological hubs, from Silicon Valley to Wall Street, this energy might manifest as glitches in communication networks, unforeseen disruptions in transportation systems, or innovations that, while groundbreaking, refuse to fit. The tension is palpable, a subtle but powerful reminder that even the most well-oiled machines can falter under the strain of the unexpected. The Sun in Virgo demands order, but Uranus in Gemini thrives on chaos, on the thrill of the new and the unconventional. The nation may find itself wrestling with the challenge of integrating these disruptive influences into the established order. The key to navigating this day will be flexibility, embracing the innovative spirit of Uranus while maintaining the practicality that Virgo insists upon. It's a balancing act that requires both foresight and adaptability as the forces at play push the country to evolve in ways that may not have been planned. Moon conjunct North Node, a nation at a crossroads. As the day progresses, the moon in regal Leo approaches a powerful conjunction with the USA's North Node, intensifying the nation's focus on its destiny and direction. The orb is tightening, the influence growing stronger with each passing hour, as the celestial bodies align to bring the nation's future into sharp relief. Imagine the bold stride of a lion across the Serengeti, its every movement a testament to power, purpose, and destiny. The moon's conjunction with the North Node in Leo channels this same energy into the heart of America, urging the nation to reflect on its path forward. This is no ordinary day. It's a moment of reckoning where the collective psyche turns inward to ask the big questions. Who are we as a nation? Where are we headed? What leadership will guide us into the future? The North Node represents the karmic path, the lessons that must be learned, and the goals that must be pursued. As the moon, ruler of emotions and public sentiment, draws near, these themes take on an emotional intensity that cannot be ignored. Leadership, national identity, and the values that bind the nation together will come under scrutiny. There is potential here for significant announcements, decisions, or events that could set the tone for the coming period, shaping the trajectory of the country's future. Public sentiment may surge with feelings of pride, of a renewed commitment to the ideals that have defined America since its inception. But there may also be challenges, moments of doubt, of fear, as the nation grapples with the weight of its destiny. The Leo energy calls for courage, creativity, and a bold vision of the future. It's a day that demands not just reflection, but action, urging the nation to step confidently into its role on the world stage, guided by a clear sense of purpose and an unwavering commitment to its highest ideals. Conclusion: a week of cosmic influence. The final day of August 2024 brings to a close a week of profound astrological significance for the United States. The cosmic currents have pushed and pulled at the nation, setting the stage for both challenges and opportunities. The precise quincunx between the Sun and Uranus signals a day where the tension between order and chaos could lead to unexpected disruptions, particularly in technology, communication, and transportation. It's a reminder that in an ever-evolving world, the ability to adapt and innovate is as crucial as maintaining stability. Meanwhile, the approaching conjunction of the Moon with the North Node in Leo places the nation at a crossroads, a moment of reflection on its direction and leadership. The decisions made now, the sentiments stirred, will resonate far beyond this single day, influencing the nation's path forward in profound ways. As we look back on the week from August 25th to 31st, 2024, it becomes clear that this period has been marked by significant planetary activity. The assertive energy of Mars, the challenging opposition of Saturn and Neptune, and the harmonious influences of Venus and Mercury have all played their part in shaping the nation's narrative. Together, these forces suggest that America is in a period of transformation, where old structures may give way to new ideas, where the pursuit of ideals must be tempered by reality, and where the nation's values, finances, and communication strategy. The stars have spoken, and their message is one of urgency, reflection, and the promise of change. As the nation moves forward into September, it does so with the knowledge that the choices made today will echo into the future. The journey is far from over, and the next chapter promises to be just as compelling. Stay tuned, for the story of America under the stars is still unfolding, with each day bringing new revelations and possibilities.